So let us continue now. The next speaker on the agenda here is Dr. Winslow Sargeant, Chair of the International Council for Small Business. The floor is yours.
Mr. President of ICSB, members of the board, congressional representative, dignitaries, business leaders, and distinguished guests. I welcome you to the 66th ICSB World Congress with the theme, The Entrepreneurial Revolution. It was only a year ago when in the midst of COVID-19, in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, we found a window in Paris to host the 65th World Congress with a theme, the Universal Exhibition of Humane Entrepreneurship. I mentioned these two events because within a year's time, it has become more clear that entrepreneurship remains our best hope as we seek to build back better or rebuild in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic. Whether we talk about the tremors that entrepreneurship brings in forcing societies to look at its effect on humanity, or as in this year, look at how revolutions happen if the entrepreneurial spirit is not embraced. In these two contexts, we know that COVID-19 has reshaped the way we interact with each other and how commerce is conducted. Micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises are core businesses in our societies. They are collectively the largest employers in many small, low-income countries, yet their viability can be threatened by a lack of access to savings, insurance, and credit. Their growth is often stifled by many challenges, including not having the right financial management and counseling. There's much talk about building resiliency and capacity, but how? How do we build awareness? That is where education plays a vital role. This education must help policymakers who write the rules of the game, where often MSMEs do not have a voice. Entrepreneurs and small business owners must be given the opportunity to participate in the regulatory process. For example, although women-owned businesses account for 42% of small businesses, they only receive 2% of venture capital dollars in 2021 and less than 5% of US federal government contracts. Having effective rules and regulations could help address these imbalances. I've mentioned the role that access to broadband and inclusive networks play in creating a more holistic entrepreneurial ecosystem. I could go into more detail, but there's not enough time that allows. Small businesses remain a key driver in our economy as we seek to recover. COVID-19 has dealt a body blow to many MSMEs to build back better, and for sustainability. The impact of high fuel costs has been another impact that must be discussed. This is why we must make sure the voice of small businesses is ever present. ICSB will continue to lift our voice with our colleagues and our members. Thank you. I yield back the remainder of my time.
Dr. Winslow Sargeant, Chair of ICSB, we recognize your speech and thank you very much for all your contributions to support ICSB both nationally and internationally. You have done an amazing job as Chair of ICSB. Thank you very much.